Hi guys, welcome to another video. In this video we will texture and light our scene from the previous video. Uh, it's we're doing this in Cinema 4D and Octane, so let's go. Maybe we have this our really nice scene with palms all over the place and our statue in the center. Maybe I'm thinking of reducing the plants to like 100. Okay, we got rid of our best plants. Okay, so let's move. Fuck. What's up? Okay, I always I use Alt instead of controls because Alt is used in Adobe's products. So I don't know. Does it happen to you? It does happen to me all the time. Okay, so let's scale them up. Wow, this looks good. Let's scale it even more. Okay, let's put this one in the back. Like these scattered ones are there for like I don't know some. I should have done this in the previous tutorial, but like never mind. And let's rotate it a bit like this, and let's move it very close to me, and make it like smaller, I guess. Okay, this is interesting, but I think like maybe there should be rotated like this, and it should really be yes. Okay, this looks great. I think this looks okay. Maybe we'll put a smaller one somewhere here. Yes, because it looks really empty. It looks really empty. Maybe we should make it like large, and only show the. Yes, that's it. That's it. That's perfect. Okay. Okay, this looks great. Okay, so for the texturing, I see we can see the floor, which is not really optimal, I guess. So we can maybe like maybe it was okay. You know, we don't have to worry about the edges here because it will disappear. And maybe it will be cool if we make it like transparent. So let's make the landscape more like yes, more wavy. Okay, this will look cool. Okay, so for the let's go texturing now. Let's make okay, we need to create Octane materials. So C for the Octane material. Let's make this one specular, I guess, and index of the water. Okay, let's just put it in. You know, like it will look good. It will look cool, I think. And let's make the transmission to something blue, maybe more dark and yes. Well, that's too much, too much, too much, too much. Something like this. Okay, we'll change it later, but it will look cool. And for the palm, Because like the basically when you download a model from the internet, it always or most of the times come with texture. So this is the palms. So palms, textures. Here is the diffuse. And what I do for trees, I make two materials and mix them. One is with transmission, which is like uh, which means it's a bit translucent, so it looks like plants. Because if you look through plants, they are like you can see through it a bit on the edges. So that's the transmission thing. And opacity, so it's yeah. Okay, and now we put it on all our. Well, I don't want to put this one in. Okay, let's create another one, the mixed material and the glossy material. And let's put this one and this one, and let's replace all of these. Okay, let's change this one to glossy, add the texture, add the opacity. Okay, and the specular. It's okay like this. I think this is okay. It's kind of weird. It looks weird. Do you see it? Like the palms. But okay, doesn't matter. The next thing is the David statue, and Octane material. Let's make this one glossy and plug in the head of David texture. Yes, and let's place it here. Okay, it's really good. It's really, really good. Let's make it more rough, like very, very rough. Okay, and it's, by the way, I think it's like, it's not really, like, let me center all of those. What the fuck? Well, yes, I need to do this manually for every. So this way we have it perfectly centered, as you can see. Yes, and okay, now we can enable those. And the David, I don't know, something looks off. Maybe it should be smaller. Yes. And maybe those palm trees here should also be smaller. Okay. Okay. And uh, since they're in the back, these two, they should be a bit bigger. Okay, this looks cool. And now the texture should be not, no. We want to make glowy texture, which we make in diffuse material. We go to emission, black body emission, and let's plug RGB spectrum and go with something neon. And let's make it, sorry, surface brightness. Okay. Okay, this looks great. Okay, now, so what's next? Next we gonna make environment, which is black, which will be black. Yes, that's perfect. Very perfect. And let's make another octane light, which we'll put facing us. Yes. It should be big, like, yes. Yes. Can you see the, wow, it looks really great. But I need to like, yes, and okay, and maybe, I think this doesn't need to be specular. Yes, maybe just a little, very little. Okay. Okay, let's make it black. This looks very interesting. I think the water could use some, like, how do I? Okay. Okay, so let's make another landscape and pull it closer to David. So he is like, wow. Okay, this looks awesome. And I just realized the rectangles are a bit, uh, yes, bit rotated. So I need to, oh, I need to rotate them back to normal. Well, like I should have done this differently, but doesn't matter. It will be fine. It will be very, very fine. And maybe like the water is too bright, I guess. Maybe like this. All right. And I think we could make this other landscape so the palms are like higher. All of these should be higher. Okay, that's great. That's looking very good. And the octane light is too close, so let's pull it like, I don't know, like this. I don't want to, so this should be less reflect, like less reflective, I guess. It's too much. So I can make this one brighter. Okay, so let's make another one. So I really like the things it did to David. So okay, let's wear both. I'm kind of lost now, to be honest. Yes, this one is the close one. Let me move out of the camera for now. Okay, this doesn't need to be that big. And let's move it like right behind David. Yes. Do you see the hair light? It's really awesome. Let's move it a big back. Yes. Yes, yes. And let's make it so we can't see it. It doesn't look that bad, but maybe on specular. Visibility on specular only for this one. And okay, let's just leave it and maybe it's smaller. Make it smaller. Okay, I think this looks maybe even smaller. Yeah, so it looks like one stream, but it's actually two lights. Yes, yes. Okay, and let's add a volume. Let's add Octane fog volume and disable it in the in the Cinema 4D only, so you can see it in the only in render, because funny stuff happens if you let it. Let's make it face us. You see this funky block? Okay, so let's make it like 1000 by 1000, I guess. But maybe that's too small, so like 3000. Okay, that's better. And the medium, let's make the absorption to white and the scattering to also white, I guess. Maybe let's leave the scattering as it was. Let's make the density a lot smaller. And also this voxel size can be a bit bigger. And the texture, let's make some noise. And okay, and let's make it like big. Okay, let's wait for the render to finish. Maybe it's too, I think it's too close. Let me see. Maybe we should make it, less, maybe more. Let's make it more and let's put it like behind David, because you see, oh shit, it's, wow. It should be like here, I guess. And it should really be wider. Okay. I just realized I changed the, yes, so it's like this. Let's move it closer. So it can hit David. It can hit him like this, maybe. Well, you can't see anything. We can only see David. So let's make it less dense. Let's make it like 2, I guess. And let's pump up the lights, especially this one. Like, let's make it like crazy bright. Okay, not that crazy, you know. Maybe, or I don't know. Maybe let's put the volume like behind the light. Fuck, what did I do? So something. We want the edge to disappear, but we don't want. Okay, maybe a bit closer. Let's make the edge fit there. something like this. I don't like how there is a line like this. This really looks bad. Well, maybe we could change it up a bit and not make it Octane Sky, but let's add Octane Daylight, and let's add Nishita model. So it's like mm, and enable this. Well, let's disable the feather. Okay, this looks funky, I guess. Maybe let's put medium C40. Sorry for this tutorial to be that long, but I really want to make it pretty, And I think you want to make it pretty as well, so stay tuned. Okay, okay. Okay, so this is like the fog of the sunlight. Well, I don't know. Maybe let's make this a bit less bright. I want to really make it like. Okay, so maybe it was like well lit, but it should be smaller. It should be like 2.5 and 2. Okay, this really looks better. I don't know about the daylight, man. I don't know. I just think it looks kind of off, to be honest. Maybe if we add just a little bit of it. And the volume is really weird, I must say. Like, let's make it like, I don't know, like really, really small, and let's cover everything. Okay. Maybe like, let's make it even less dense, but not that much. Maybe something like this, okay. And there's our daylight, so we need to rotate it a bit. Uh, okay, if it was like closer to Earth, it would actually look awesome, I think. So let's set the date like, yeah, yes, this would look awesome. This would look awesome. Let's center it like this. Okay. Okay, and the volume a bit bigger because it will then render out, so it will look like better. Let's wait for it to render. Okay, so that's too much. 0.4. Okay. Okay, that's good. And let's make it You know what? Let's make this a bit in the back. With like this. Something like this. And we can scatter, I don't know, 300s on this little landscape. Oh, it's upside down. What the fuck? Well, I can't see the. It's weird. I can't see the scatter in here. Maybe like 10,000. Okay, so let's not worry about that. Okay, so we need more palms actually. We need more palms. Let's make the scatter and link it to this landscape. But let's make it like 100 because like this is obviously too much. Okay. Okay. You see like it's now much better, I think. But let's make another landscape. Like let's delete this one because this one is, I don't know, like something went wrong with it. Yes. And let's link this landscape in. You see, like it's quite close. It's quite close. Let's put it under this one. And so now we have like let's say like 2000. So there is a like 4, so you can't see the end of this. And let's bring this down to 0.2. Okay. Okay, this looks better. And let's up this one, which is the closer. Which is the closer one? Is it this one? Like I really want David to have this. I really want him to have that light around him. Mm, well, maybe this is okay. Okay, guys. So I'll let you render this out, and please check out my Instagram or my TikTok. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay guys, one last update. I actually made some changes, so now it looks, I think, perfect. So, what I did, I moved the the light in the back, I move it forward and I scaled it down. Uh, I like I duplicated the light behind David and I split them into two lights, so each comes from one side, and I changed a bit the size, so the reflection in the water didn't look that bad. And the last thing I wanna do, I wanna recolor them a bit. I wanna make them blue. Okay, not like that. In the texture, see for the RGB spectrum, and right here, something like this. Maybe more like, yes. Yes, that's it. That's perfect. It's perfect. And maybe like let's make it darker. I don't think like it does have to be this bright. Maybe I don't know. Maybe like this. This is, I think this is okay. And okay, and let's copy the shader and paste it here. Okay, well, as well here, but as well here. So all these slides are now blue, they are not white. And the blue complements the... Okay, so let's make it even smaller. I'm sorry, but let's make it even smaller. I really want to make this like perfect, you know? Like that's why people are successful, because they make things perfect. But it's not like visible in my scene, I think. Let's render it out again. Okay, okay, they are now small and nice, and let's make them brighter. Let's up the emission to something like this, like crazy bright. Okay, maybe that's too much. Let's see, let's see. Okay, it looks decent. Okay, so guys, I'm very sorry that this was like so confusing. I hope you learned something from this, and I'll see you in the next video, which will hopefully be like more straightforward and more planned. Okay, so have a nice time. Bye. And don't forget to check out my Instagram. Don't forget. Bye.